Okay, here we are, third day of the Edinburgh Cup, one race today. I've got with me Neil Hegarty from Ireland on my left, who won the race. We'll hear more about that in a minute. And Simon Barter. What would you come today, Simon, the race?
I think we're 11th today.
11th today. But from the Cows fleet, which we're going to talk about the Edinburgh Cup for next year. It was about 20 knots, I guess. Yeah. 18 to 20. One race, like I said. We got away on the first start, which was under a U flag. Neil, which end of the line did you start?
We started on the port end. We chose to be.
Did you win the pin?
We won the pin, yeah. And there was a bit of space down there, and I think Laurie was the next boat up, and there was a good gap down there. But we started from the pin, and we sailed off clear. There was no pressure.
And I mean, the line was quite square, wasn't it? So what was your thinking of being down that end?
Well, we thought that the tide was ebbing, so we thought going out left would be better than going right. Plus, we thought we'd just have clear wind if we started at the pin.
Yeah. And you've had a OCS this week, but you of course can discard that now. So how does that now put you in the overalls?
We had an OCS on the first day, and we had a low teens result on the first day, so we never had a chance of winning. So I haven't really looked at the overalls, but we might be 5th or 6th.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Simon, you've overall now you're just outside the top 10, aren't you?
That's it. Yeah, we're 11th at the moment.
But how have you enjoyed this Edinburgh Cup?
It's been great, actually. I mean, I think first of all, the club has done a fantastic job, really has.
Yeah.
And I think the PRO is one of the best I've come across for a long time.
Yeah.
Very clear, obviously a very competitive sailor in his own mind, and gives us a very good course, very true course.
Yes.
I think it's been an excellent effort by the club.
Yeah. And next year, looking ahead, we've got the Edinburgh Cup in Cows.
That's right, yeah.
And so we're combining it with the Panerai Classic Week.
That's right.
So it's in the middle of July. And we've got an excellent race officer?
We have. We managed to secure Jill Smith to come and do the race officer.
Oh yeah, she's very good.
Yeah, she's very clear. And we're basing it out of the Royal Ocean Racing Club, which used to be the old Corinthian. So we've got a great spot for the spectators. We're planning to get a number of ribs available so people can go out on the course to watch the racing.
Okay, super.
And we're on the bank in the middle of the Solent, so we'll have the big yachts going around the outside, but we'll have the bank to ourselves in the middle.
Fantastic. So it's going to be like a Regatta Royale then, because we've got all these lovely classic boats in the marina.
That's it.
And hopefully we'll have 40 plus dragons.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah. Oh, that would be great. And tell me, Neil, will you come over for that regatta next year?
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, I haven't looked at the calendar yet, but I don't have huge amounts of days for sailing at the moment because my family are young. But
sure.
I would love to come over and do it again. You know, came this year and would love to come next year.
Right. So overall now, we've got Laurie Smith leading the event by 3 points. And Grant Gordon right behind him.
That's it.
Now, I'm just looked at the permutations there, and we both have, and it seems that they've all got the same results. If Grant was to win tomorrow, what does Laurie have to do?
I think Laurie's probably got to do better than 7th to get to make it.
Yeah, I think on count back, if Grant won, they both finish on the same number of points. They've both got 2 firsts, they've both got a second, they've both got a third, and they've both got a fourth. And Grant's worst score is a 7. So that's why Laurie would have to be better than 7.
We think so, yeah.
And what do you think, Neil? Who's your money on? Laurie keeping it?
I'd say so. I mean, if he only has to be better than 7th, you know, he's already had 1 7, which he's discarding. So the chances are quite high for him.
I mean, winning the race today, did you always feel that you were on good pace against Laurie?
Yeah, we were today. Yesterday we struggled a little bit against him, but in today's conditions where the waves were big and long, we were able to keep up. Yeah.
But you've been quite a while out of the class now again. I mean, you did the East Coast, didn't you? But you're not sailing as much as you used to do.
No, we're not sailing as regularly as we used to. No, definitely not.
But David Williams, one of your crew, is from here, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Have you some of his local knowledge helped?
Yeah, definitely, because the tide is a big factor here. You know, I mean, when you sail to the right, you get out of the tide, or when you go into the shore, and then when you go out into the sea, you're in the tide, but you've got to contend with bigger waves. So
that's very true. In fact, tomorrow, for our last race, tomorrow being Friday, I think high tide is at 12. So we're actually going to be starting the race at 11 in some flood tide. Now that's going to bring a new permutation into the game, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I think it's going to make it more difficult to decide what to do.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to get a change of tide during the race. So being against it on the start line, that should keep the fleet behind the line, wouldn't it, Simon?
I think so. I think the fleet have been, for a Dragon fleet, this has been actually pretty well behaved.
Yeah.
But I think we had a couple of naughty days yesterday, naughty races yesterday. But I think people should be able to head off left quite well, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, so one more day to go, like we said. We'll keep you posted. Laurie's leading at the moment, Grant Gordon second, and I believe Mike Budd is third. So everything to play for. Over and out. Thank you, guys.